to start off by saying, Call Ryan Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Baharakah Kadash. Alright. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone GMS, as we met I learned the truth from. Alright. We're going to grow up in this truth, following any other camp other than GMS. Alright, that's the camp we're going to follow. Don't listen to any other camp. If the guys out there ain't right, they ain't saying, giving double honors to the elders and apostles, the GMS, turn the video off. And so, today we should go in off of faith. Out here extremely late today. We're gonna run it regardless. You know, came in here after work, you know, but you know, I'm tired, we can still run it. Alright. Second, just gonna check out the Google. But if it doesn't come up, it's alright. I remember my list by heart, part of it. I came up with a list on the way here, just on the train, of what I'm gonna talk about, so I just went through it. So first thing we're gonna get is gonna be Hebrews. Let's see if I can remember what Hebrews is. There we go. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Right? Through faith we understand the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, right? So that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. Absolutely. Right? So, by faith, faith is the substance of things not seen, things hoped for. Right? What are we hoping for? Right? We don't have to continue the city. We're hoping for one to come. Right? So, I'm actually going to take off the city. I thought it was a little windy, but I'm picking up the wind. I usually try to cover up a little bit, but that's alright. Should put the Bible on the ground. I was almost touching the ground, but I'll get back into it. What we're talking about. So as we're talking about, let's see if this roads. It's gonna be a little slow because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, but that's alright. That's okay. This is inside out. As you were bringing out Gmail, if I can, try to be there. Gonna get Dustin out here, go good. Let's get the sport. Let's see if it appears. I sent it to myself and then I put it in the trash immediately so that, you know, to be private. gonna talk about other stuff while that's going on. Right? This is gonna be the book of we could also just stay in this book where we were. Ephesians, Hebrews 11, right?
No.
And yeah, we could just read on down verse 4. By faith, Abel offered to the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it being dead, it speaketh. Right? You see it was just speaketh. Because obviously it's not literally speaking. Let's see here. Now it goes down to Hebrews 11 and 24. By faith. Oh. Why is it saying that? It's very strange. See 11 and 4, 12 and 24. Let's see what it says. I'm curious, labels up to 12, verse 24. Till I show the mediator of the new covenant to the blood sprinkling and speaketh better things than that of Abel. God. Right? Which Abel was Jacob. Right? By faith, Enoch was translated and should not see death and was not found because the Most High translated him. Before his translation, he had his testimony that he pleased the Most High. Right? So Enoch didn't die during the flood. Nothing's in trash. I left it in trash for a reason. Unless this is the wrong... I was in the wrong account, that's okay. Right? You can go back. Right? But without faith it is impossible to please him. He that cometh to the Most High, to God, must believe that he is, and he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Absolutely, right? You know, eyes have not ears, you know, ears not heard, eyes not seen, and those things the Most High has prepared, the Most High Yahweh has prepared for those that love him. Those that sacrifice him, right? Making themselves a living sacrifice. This is what we're doing out here, you know? We come out, week in, week out, you know? We make that sacrifice. Sacrificing our time, sacrificing sleep, you know? And so on and so forth to come out here and bring you this word, you know? No excuses. Right? We just do what we can.
And I was like, okay, well, this is...
Let's see if this can come into my trash folder. If not, I'll just take it out of the trash folder and then put it back. Because it won't be... But I was just making an email. Well, this is the book of Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, right? Just kind of switching the topic here, right? For by grace are you saved through faith. Then that not of yourselves is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. Right? For we are his workmanship, in the house of Mashiach, to good works, which the Most High has before ordained that we should walk in them. Right? Absolutely. So that's what it is. It's all about the faith. Faith is very important. And faith, right? That reverence, fear, you know. Having that wisdom, that's what drives us to come out here week in, week out, you know, because of faith, right? If we didn't really believe in it, then we would just quit, you know. So see, I remember it. There we go. Alright, we're gonna run it now, because now, you know, I pretty much know where I'm gonna go from here. So let's try to like lift this up a little bit. I'm a tall dude. So let's try to lift this up and turn this towards me so no one gets in the shot. Right. We'll get this a little bit out of order, but I'll just go from precept to precept. Right. It's the book of Proverbs chapter 3. Right. Matthew 17:20. I know I saw something in Proverbs, but we could drop that one. Still stick to this. I'm looking for here, and overall, just stick it to the scriptures again. Which nothing wrong with news and everything, but in news, you have the whole J alert coming out, as I talked about. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17. Right, this is a little close. There we go, that's better. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17. Right, verse 18. How shall I beat the devil and depart out of him? Well, actually, hold on. That should be on the head, right? Lord have mercy on my son, for he's a lunatic and sore vexed like demons. For all times he fall into the fire and off into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. And Yahweh said, entered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long, right, shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. Right? And how shall I rebuke the devil? He departed out of him. The child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahshua apart and said, why could we not cast him out? And Yahshua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, which also represents government, right, move hence to yonder place, and it shall move, and nothing shall be impossible to you. Right, so it's all about the faith, having faith the size of a mustard seed. The mustard seed is very small, but it grows to a big tree. You know? So that's what you want to have. You're going to have faith. Faith is extremely important. And learn to what faith is, the substance of things hoped for, right? Like you have faith, in a fighter. Say if you're betting, you're putting your faith in that fighter. You say, oh man, I put my faith in you, so I'm gonna go bet on you, So you're going to put that money down, right? But now when I talk about actual money, right? So this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse right? You can start verse 4. 2 Corinthians 5 and 4. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, that would be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up in life. Either have brought us the same thing is the Most High, that have given us the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that while we are home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. We walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, in willing rather to be absent from the body, to be present with the Lord. Absolutely. Right? So that's what we're hoping for. Right? Because new bodies, right? So we don't have to be under captivity of the sinful flesh. Right? So let's continue on. 5 and 7. It's 1 John. Okay. We can continue on here. Maybe we'll get this one. So it's the book of 1 John, chapter 5. Verse 3, right? Let's start verse 1, right? Whosoever believeth that Yahweh is a Mashiach, born of the Most High, Yahweh, and everyone that loveth him that begot, loveth him, and so that is begotten of him. For by this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High, and keep his commandments. For it's the love of the Most High that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Exactly, his commandments are not grievous. It's things that we have to do, And we know it's not all about works. We still have to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. We're not supposed to be walking around, being a damn demon out here, man. We always talk about that 2 Peter chapter 1. You have to have temperance. You have to be ethical. You have to have morality. You basically have to live your life with standards. It's because you're in this world, You know, it doesn't mean you just have, you know, license to do whatever you want. It's because you know the truth. You don't have license to do whatever you want. You still got to act, you know, as becoming an ambassador of the Yahweh, right? I mean, that you gotta, you know, you gotta come in a certain way. You gotta come correct, right? Whosoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. This is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Right? We'll see it overcometh the world. He that believeth that Yahweh is the Son of the Most High Yahweh, our first spirit creator. Right? And that's pretty much that. Right? Let's see if we can get James, right? And that's what we're doing. We're overcoming the world, you know? We're not going to be able to fully overcome our sinful flesh on this side until we get the new bodies. Don't worry about that number. You know, I want out of this mess, man. I sincerely want out of this mess, man. Work a rough job. You know, even when you work in the office, and people always fuck with you. And I don't want to be under these curses no more. You know? I want to be able to do things right. Right? See here. It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 to 6. Right? What did I say was in Timothy? Because that might be okay, 11. 11 money. Right, gone. So this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. For godliness with contentment is great gain. Right? Now, of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with stacking up money, you know, saying buying a car and things like that, but you don't want to be like in the mind state of these people in the world. You know, like I work with people like that. They say, they have these big dreams, like, oh, I want to buy land, or, you know, I want to buy this, or I want to buy that, you know, I want to get a fast car, you know, things like that. You don't want to be in that kind of mind state like these people are. You know, and all they focus on is making money, you know, and trying to get rich and trying to make it big, trying to become somebody, you know, in this world, right? Which, you know, according to 2 Peter. Let's see if we can go ahead and just get it real quick. Just keep it, you know, basic to the point. You know, and then move from there. Do what I can. Where is this? Colossians, Luke, Mark, Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Colossians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy. Where is it? Alright, there we go. So this is the book of 2 Peter. See if I can get this. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. But the heavens and the earth which are now by the same word are kept in store as identified against the judgment and condition of ungodly men. Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is the Lord's 1,000 years, 1,000 years is one day, right? Which you know goes to creation. You know, it says the first day is really 1,000 years, right? The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance, right? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. Right? So all these things that you see here, all the fast cars, you know, you look around, you see the nightlife, you know, these flashing lights, neon signs, you know, the people walking out here, you know, doing their little thing, you know, all this stuff is going to be burnt up when those missiles come down. When World War III happens, all these cars, all this stuff that you people admire in this world, your favorite rapper, your favorite YouTuber, your Mr. Beast. All that shit's getting nuked, bro. All that shit that you see here is getting nuked. It's fucking, you know, trying to make it big, American dream shit. Really, it's gonna die when Jacob's trouble comes down, but it's really gonna be ultimately destroyed when the missiles come down. Because I mean, you got people taking the chip, and they're gonna try to keep some level of normalcy. When the missiles come down, that's gonna be the end of everything, you know, right? Of course, this day is not going to be a thief in the night to us, because we're following the scriptures. So then all these things shall be dissolved with men and persons. See, and then all these things shall be dissolved with men and persons to be in all conversation and godliness. They're picking up trash. I don't know if that means I gotta move or not. Yeah, they're picking up some trash. I don't know if that means I gotta go, but I don't think so. We should be leaving, right? Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved with men and persons that should be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking forward and hastening to the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, right? We according to His promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right? We're looking for that new world, man. You know, under your house shot. You know, that will be perfect again with new bodies. You know, and everything will be good. You know, we're not going to be in this hell no more. You know, we have to be in the sinful flesh. And so on and so forth. Exchange of darkness, these bodies. We'll be like the way we were supposed to be back in the garden. Have that spiritual power. But we're not going to go off again, you know? Because you know that all Israel shall be saved. No one shall need to teach the other. Right? Let's book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. The love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Absolutely, because people love money so much, you know, they kill for it, they steal for it, they do whatever they have to do to try to get the money, but they turn away from the truth. We're talking about our people. You know, we don't call heathen, we don't call other nations, we call our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? And their descendants scattered among the different nations. So, you know, Israel's could look like anyone. You know, I'm pretty cool with a guy at work. You know, not cool as in like buddy or whatever, but you know, I know him, we talk from time to time. This guy looks like a straight up Elamite, you know, but the spirit man tells me Jake. Tells me straight up Jake. You know, at first when I saw him I was like, he's from was it Trinidad or something, but he got an Elamite last name, so he said his mom is a so-called Negro, but his father has to be, you know, a Jake too. You know? He could very well be from the Northern Kingdom. You know, Trinidad. This is one of the islands in the Caribbean, and it gotta be the Northern Kingdom. You know, it could be Northern Kingdom, well, the Indian are not from, you know what I mean. In Elam, it could be back in Elam, you know, Northern Kingdom, Jake could have went over there, or another tribe could have been over there, it could have been a Southern Kingdom Jake, who knows? You know, but, you know, you gotta be a Jake. But, you know, he's out of his mind, man. He's a two-third mind state. Who knows, maybe one day he might, you know, he might come around, he might mention something to me, and then I could just, you know, mention some stuff to him, but, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, say anything, right? Verse 11, you know, Clark Kent mode, right? But thou, O man of God, through these things, fulfill out the righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Right? Let's see here what it says, profess a good fight to many witnesses, confess, confession. Absolutely. For many witnesses, man, out here in this world, you know, the scriptures talk about, man, we're made a spectacle to angels and to men. You know, that's what it is. These people out here, they look at us, they laugh, they say, this guy's crazy. What is he doing out here, right? You know, we're despised. You know, the scriptures talk about that. You know, they should be amazed at the sound, we should be amazed at the strangeness of the salvation. You know, beyond anything that they hope for. These people are going to be bugging out when they see that day come. You know, and if you read down more, it'd be like, you know, this is the guy, he's getting saved, you know, and that whole aspect. Let's see if we can get a little bit more, a few more before I wrap it up. I try to pull it in and get out of here. James. James. Book of James, chapter 1, right, verse 1, right, James, servant of the Most High Yahweh, in other Lord, Mashiach, the 12 tribes who scattered abroad, greeting, right, which should be obvious, right, 12 tribes scattered abroad, Israel foreigners. My brethren, count all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, right, and that's what it is, right. Though we have faith, right, our faith is always being tried by this world, you know. You go through things, your girlfriend may leave you, you know, so-called girlfriend might leave you, or, you know, whatever, you know, friends leave you or whatever. People that were once cool with you start turning on you. Right, these things are meant to test you. You see what you're gonna do, you know. Maybe like, oh, I'm tired, I don't wanna go to camp, but you gotta stay in that spirit, stay strong. You know, you can't give up, right? Knowing this, and trying your faith with patience, but let patience have a perfect work, that you will be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, right? If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask the Most High, right? But give it to all men liberally, and not bring it not, which shall be given him, right? Let him that acts in faith, with the wavering, for he that wavereth like a wavering sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Right? And let not that man think that he shall receive anything to the Lord. The double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right? So you need to have faith, you need to be stable in that faith. You know, you can't just give up. You know, some of these other Israelite camps, they just try to tell you, they just be speaking, bro. They just be speaking. You know, oh, why you guys out there? You know, go home. They're giving us a bad name. You know, whatever. You know, let them talk. Let them talk. But you gotta stay stable in this truth. Jake's story there. He's like staying 10 toes down, standing on business. Right? Red 24 sketch. Drunken. We gotta look this one up. That's gonna be the last one I'm gonna get. Then I'm gonna get out of here. You know, I'm gonna go do the race. Try to get home before midnight, ideally. The book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 5. Where is exalted, who dwelt on high, he hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. That's his people. And wisdom and knowledge shall be stipulated at times, the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord, is his treasure. Right? Absolutely. So get some knowledge of the stability of our times. So when things get rough in this world, right? Because stability wouldn't need to be talked about if everything was going to be all good. And we're coming closer and closer to Jacob's trouble, a time of darkness, a time and we're going to be dealing with blackouts, dealing with inflation, dealing with famine, dealing with mass death, disease, right? All these things. Was first count of bird flu was found in alpacas or something in the United States. So more of these things, diseases, death, scourges. This thing sent for amendment. It talks about 2 Corinthians 16. More of it's gonna come, and it's not gonna be better for this place. But that's pretty much it for now. Say Kolayim Lo Yehovah Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kolayim Lo Yehovah Bashim Yahushua B'Alakak B'Dash. Until the next time, say Shalom. And the one says the Apostle G. Shalom.